Okay, here is a good light. I've taken it off the 100-foot run, and it's basically like a Dollar Tree LED bulb, or kind of a little bit larger. But right here you can see it is a 13 watt. That's 13 watts. So that's kind of like your ceiling fan lights. Your overhead ceiling fan light. This is the good one. Everything's copacetic. However, this is the one that blew out and took all the lights, all the power out. It blew a 20 amp breaker. So I have about 250 feet of these lights under the house. And when this one decided to blow out, whatever happened to it, all the other lights went out. And I did have a flashlight. But when you put all these lights under the house, and it looks terrific, there's more light under the house than there is inside. Okay? Well, I don't need a flashlight to go under there to do some kind of plumbing or help the fiber optic guy. But when this happens and takes the good ones out, you are up the creek without a paddle. Look at that screw right there. That's discolored. Those two screws are where your 120 bolts come in. So I'm going to do a little bit of investigating here and see what actually blew out. So now I'm going to have to run a fused line to each one of these runs of lights. Probably 2.5 amp per 100-foot run. These are only pulling about 130 watts. 10 lights, as you can see right there, 10 lights on a 100-foot run, 13 watts each light. So if you've got these type of lights, this may happen to you. I hope not. So it's not like the things have been running day and night. I'd say since they've been put in, they've been on a maximum of maybe 4 hours here and there. Look at that. Look at that. That is a F1. That's good shape. It's measuring 11.1 ohms, and that one is measuring 11.1 ohms. So F1 fuse or whatever it is didn't do its job, didn't blow. Something else took a beating here. Look at that. So we'll figure this out. This is not your old Radio Shack Archer Kit project here. Surface mount. So, word to the wise, if you've got these type of lights, think about fusing each run of them. All right, that's all I've got. All right, on the bad one, that screw is shorting out to the black lead right there, which is on the heat sink on the back of this thing. Right, that's a dead short right there, the bad one. So if we go over here to this one, hold on, and we go right there, it's not shorting out. So it's shorting out on the heat sink. You got one side, look at that, one side, I don't even have to really wiggle it around. One side is shorting out to the heat sink. Now if we go to that screw right there, we're not shorting out. But if we go to that screw, we're shorting out. So there you go. Something to do with the shoulders of the screws, blah, blah, blah. And that's where we're getting a lot of blowback, burn, and there's a fire hazard here. These are fire hazards. They should have had inline fuses or something on these things. So bad it is. Bad it is. How many more of these are going to do that? Right? All right. Word to the wise. If you can't trust Harbor Freight, who can you trust?